You have finally decided to open your products and services to sell to the Chinese market for Chinese clients, whether it's for lesson plans or specific products. Watch this video that will teach you exactly how to do so without Alipay, Chinese bank account, or WeChat Pay, or even Chinese partners. Oh, and you need to know little to no coding of software development to get this started. Let's go. Now first, you need to know how Chinese pay for products. They do not usually use MasterCard or Visa. Yes, they can get it, but it's usually kind of hard to get a credit card that accepts MasterCard or Visa in China. There are two major methods the Chinese pay for products. One is usually Alipay and WeChat Pay. So how can you set up a payment method that Chinese can easily pay you? So first, you need to create a website via Wordpress. They can create a WooCommerce store. It is very important that you open a WooCommerce store. So when you create this website, it must be a WooCommerce store that is usually hosted by Wordpress. You will create a template with 1 to 4 products to start. Make sure you actually own the domain and hosting. You want to invest into an SSL certificate so that you can accept payments online and people won't be scared to go to your website. Make sure to include a privacy policy, pricing of products, and a returns policy to make it more official for the Alipay approval a little bit later. And I also recommend you learn the ins and outs of using WooCommerce on the back end by watching YouTube videos or anything like that. If you think this is overwhelming, consider hiring a software developer on Upwork or Fiverr to do it for you. Or you can simply watch YouTube videos on how to create template websites with WordPress for free. Open a Stripe account. Currently, Stripe supports accounts in 47 different countries and it continues to grow. Make sure you can accept credit and debit cards. In some cases, you may need to open a business in your country, but otherwise you can open it personally. You can check out the list of approved countries in the description down below to see if your country actually qualifies to open a Stripe account. Want to make sure that your Stripe account is linked to your local bank account in your country so that you can receive funds. After you open an account, request that the store be linked to your website. Because you already created a WooCommerce store in step 1, you can link the store to Stripe by going to your WooCommerce settings, go to the payments, and look for Stripe as a payment option. Follow the instructions to link your Stripe account with your account information, and ta-da! But hold on, you're not done yet. At this point, you need to go into Stripe settings and go to the payment methods and then request access for Alipay as an option. Before you do this, you want to make sure your website is complete and ready to go. If it is not ready, you will not get approved, or it is very hard to get approved from the Stripe team. Make sure to explain your business and provide any documentation the Stripe team asks. Usually between 1 to 4 days after your application, you should get approved and Alipay is now activated on your website. Step number 3 is to activate Stripe with Alipay on your WooCommerce website by going to Settings, Payment Options, and scroll all the way down until you see Stripe with Alipay. Now, if you create a product or adjust it, it should give the customers the options to pay with Alipay. One thing to note is that only Chinese citizens can pay with Alipay. Sorry, foreigners like myself that have Alipay account, this only works for Chinese citizens. After confirmation, you want to then go into the 4th step. You want to test it with a client to ensure you receive the funds and it goes to your bank account designated in Stripe. And now you can finally receive payments from Chinese. Now, number 5, the last step, is to market your services and look for clients either on WeChat or other channels with Chinese clients. If you offer a great product or service, consider giving them an affiliate bonus sign up as it helps your business, especially with word of mouth in China. And here's an extra tip I can give you. If you are in the teaching business, Stripe with WeChat Pay will not be activated at all. It won't work. If Stripe finds out that you are lying to them, you are at risk of getting your account shut down and never being able to open a Stripe account in the future. So be aware if you're going to be fraudulent with Stripe. If you get caught, there are consequences. So if you found value so far, hit that like button and share this with a teacher or somebody that wants to sell their products and services to the Chinese market. If you are tech savvy, all of this can be done within 2 to 3 days, but on average, I would set aside about 7 days to do this. If you do it 100% yourself, I recommend setting aside $100 to $200 for the hosting and domain, or about $500 if you want to outsource all of this work and have it all be done for you and ready to go very quickly. If you want to know exactly what it takes to set up an e-commerce store website for your business, watch this video to get started.